So you want to be a freelance web designer. Imagine freedom, flexible hours, even maybe hitting 10K months. Now, here's what no one tells you. I've seen incredibly talented web designers burn through their savings, get stuck in cycles of overwork, and quietly quit freelancing. Not because they weren't good designers, but because they didn't know how to design their business in a way that could scale. Let's talk about the real struggles of freelance web design and how to make sure that you don't fall into the same traps. Hello my friend, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Adrian Somoza and I focus on helping talented freelance web designers grow their talent and charge what they are worth. Now, before we dive in, I did prepare a free course for you to avoid shooting yourself in the leg in your freelance web design journey from the start. So it's called the BONT Peers, where I teach my 5-step system for consistent high-ticket clients in web design. So basically, to avoid everything I'm going to be talking about in this video, link is going to be below. Let's take a look at the 7 reasons why you shouldn't become a freelance web designer. Okay. Reason number 1 is that it's easier to trade time for money. Now, it can be tricky to do value-based pricing, right? Or some type of pricing model that can help you detach your income from your time, right? And so most web designers, unfortunately, default to hourly pricing. But then there's a hard cap really on how many hours you can put in a day. So even though it might feel like freedom at first, soon it can become just another job without the benefits. So number 2 is sales slumps are real and they are terrifying. You finish a big project, right? And then silence. No leads, no calls, no cash flow. Your pool of referrals will eventually dry out. You might even find yourself in a winter season and realize that you have no system to bring in new clients, only hope, right? Fingers crossed. Now that roller coaster crashes momentum and eventually it crushes your motivation. Now, unfortunately, I've encountered and seen many talented web designers quit their freelance careers at this point. Look, these are real struggles and I've faced them myself. That's why I created a free course to help you avoid these traps, okay? It's called the BONT Peers, like I mentioned, and it's my 5-step system to get consistent high-ticket web design clients for your business. So if you want to check it out, make sure to click the link below. Now, number 3 is you have to do it all alone. Once you're a freelancer, you're just on your own. You don't have a team to back you up, and you're going to become a designer, a salesperson, a marketer, a CEO, project manager, you name it. Now, this can definitely be overwhelming, especially when no one is there to give you feedback or help you problem solve. Tasks really become difficult to prioritize. Now, if you enjoy designing, right, and being hands-on in the computer, pushing pixels, then spending half of your time with all these extra activities can become daunting. And also the isolation can lead to panic because you don't have anyone to validate your decisions and you're not really sure if what you're doing is really working or not, right? Number 4, you need to sell. Now, when I mention the word sell, I think half of the designers are leaving this video, right? Great design is unfortunately not enough, right? It doesn't sell itself. You could be talented and broke, or you could be average and booked out. Clients won't just find you. You need to put yourself out there intentionally, okay? And yes, selling your services usually feels uncomfortable, especially if you're an introvert like me. But not if you learn to sell like experts do. Number 5, feast and famine is real. So most freelancers only market when they are really desperate. But if you want consistent income, you need consistent visibility. The solution isn't more hassle, it's a more predictable pipeline you can rely on. Systems over effort every time. Number 6, clients will push. Without clear processes, clients can do scope creep, expect 24/7 availability, and misunderstand what's included. So setting boundaries and having very clear processes helps protect your time, your energy, and your client relationships. Project management in freelancing isn't really optional, it's survival, okay? And number 7, imposter syndrome could burn you out. When you're unsure if your work is really helping the client's business, you start overcompensating, you add more than what was agreed, and you even take on work outside your role. That leads to resentment and burnout. Now, clarity on your value will equal confidence and better results, okay? So you want to be clear on what's the value you're providing for your clients. So if I haven't completely crushed your spirit by this point and you're still thinking, I'm ready to do this anyways, then check out my free course, right? The BONT Peers, where I share my 5-step system for consistent high-ticket web design clients. And it's basically built to help you attract more of the right clients and design a business that can scale beyond 6 figures without falling into the vicious cycle of freelance web design. Many BONT Club members have already pushed through a vicious cycle and they are breaking out of it and creating a virtuous cycle in their freelance web design businesses. So if they did it, you can do it too. Link for the free course is gonna be below. That's it for today. I hope you found this valuable, and as always, my friend, let's bridge the gap 1 pixel at a time.